Hello all, and welcome to this, the first photography challenge on this a photography channel. Not really done one before, but here goes. As you might be able to tell, it's going to be about me being blind. Not literally blind, I'm far too clumsy. If you watched a lot of my videos, you'll know I'm far too clumsy to actually go in and explore blindfolded in an area like this where there's sea and seagulls that attack and stuff. It's best I'm not actually blind. What I am going to do is try and take photos without looking at the viewfinder or the monitor, which I appreciate after the prospect of me being blindfolded. Probably seems a bit tame, because I imagine most of you have come here to see me fall in the water if you thought I was going to be blind, but no. I don't really know why I'm doing this, to be honest. I think I'm mostly just jealous that Brendan was going to do a challenge and I fancy doing one, but this is maybe a bit lame. We'll see how it goes. So the eagle-eyed amongst you might have noticed that this eye mask is from a Middle Eastern airline. I've kept it for years, I don't know what airline, but basically the green side says on it, "Wake me up to eat," and the red side says, "Please do not disturb." So I've never worn it on the red side, as you might expect. Always wake me up to eat. Also, I was about to record that first bit with the eye mask on, and some locals came and started talking to me, and I got chatting to them, completely forgetting I had that on my head, looking like a muppet. Right, the first photo I shall mess up for you is just down here, and basically, as you might be able to see, it's some boats, some cabins, and a nice mountain in the background. The problem I have with choosing a focal length is that I want the top of the mountain in the background because there's no real nice cloud cover, and it'd be nice to show the whole mountain. But also, there's some telegraph poles up here that I need to avoid. So picking a focal length is going to be tricky. Turn that round. Here goes nothing. I don't know if that's right or not. I'm going to wait till the end to look at all these monstrosities. So as you might have guessed, just as in the last video, we are in the Lofoten Islands, which is a wonderful part of the world, but it stinks, particularly here, of cod. Drying cod. I can't see it anywhere, but they lay it on these racks behind me here, and there's often thousands of dead fish just lying there smelling. So yeah, doesn't smell the freshest here, but as I say, I can't really see them, so that would have been a good photo if I could have bared the stench. Right, so I found another potential image, I think. I basically want the middle of the image to be separated by the end of this yellow house behind me, and then I want the bottom half of the image to just be water. That's what I'm thinking. I probably won't be able to frame it very well. Let's give it a go. For my next trick, I shall try and get a photo of that triangle-shaped mountain in, well, just in frame, basically, would be a result. I'm quite enjoying this. I find that usually my good days and my bad days are formed by whether or not I'm taking good or bad images. But because I've got no idea how these images are turning out, I'm not using that as a barometer for how happy I should be. So that's something I've learnt in the last 20 minutes. Right, I'm going to go portrait mode, and I think about 35mm full frame equivalent. So about 18 on this 12 to 35. Can you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Rate the last, like, I don't know, a few photos on there out of 10. Just give me an overall picture of how I'm doing.
There's one with the power lines in it.
Oh, yeah, that's the first one. Well, I've misjudged that.
Oh, you're doing this blind?
Yep.
This one, like, it looks artistic. You could hang this on a wall in a gallery because it's so bad.
Well, I'll take that.
This one's pretty good. That's pretty good with the, like, pointy mountain.
I might as well stop now.
2 1s and a 3.
You can hang this on the wall in a gallery.
Yeah,
that's what
you know,
Brendan
like,
just said. So
you know, as like a photographer, you go into galleries where there's photography, and you just look at the wall and you go, "This is just really bad photography that people think is artistic." That's what that photo looks like.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Right, well, since it's all going so well, I'm clearly a natural at this. I thought I'd give myself a challenge. As you can see, there's a structure of some sort, probably for cod, set up here. But there's a really nice hut, I guess, and some nice light behind it. So I'm probably gonna absolutely nail this first time and get none of this obstruction and just a pure shot of the hut and the light. Right, you joined me a couple of hours after I was last filming, and it's just been raining basically, so we've been sat in the van drinking beer. It looks like it might clear up, but it's still raining. Also, this is the place where all the famous Lofoten photos are taken, of the huts and the mountain in the background. I took one the other day. These are the first huts in the background that you can see. So you stand on the bridge and take a photo of the huts and the mountain behind in hopefully good light, and hopefully when there aren't too many cars and people around. It's a bit of a standard shot now, to be honest, and it won't go down as one of my favourites, despite the fact that I love it, but it's just, I mean, it's been taken by thousands and thousands of people, so it doesn't feel particularly special. Whereas my other ones that I haven't looked at before I've taken them, I'm pretty sure nobody else has taken those, because I expect them to be woeful. Right, next shot is the huts and the mountains, but I'll be completely honest, I'm just killing time until Brendan finally mans up and does his challenge. It's really the only reason I'm still stood in the rain. I've accepted the fact that I can't take very good photos without seeing what the photo is. There it is, the cod. Absolutely stinks. Ugh. And almost ruins this place, to be honest, which goes some way to describing how bad it smells, because as you've seen, this place is unbelievable. Not from my photos, of course, from the video footage, hopefully. Well, as you might be able to tell, we've gone from a horrible drizzly sunset to an astonishing sunrise in the space of about 10 minutes. That's what seems to happen here in Lofoten. Well, I say that, actually this is really the first or second maybe good sunrise we've seen. It's been quite rainy all week, but even though I've got a flight in a few hours, you've got to take advantage of this when it comes. And I say take advantage of it, what I mean is point your camera in any direction in the hope of getting a photo without seeing what that photo is. I might allow myself one proper photo actually here, because I don't know when I'll next be back. Not a bad sunrise, eh? By the way, that photo obviously was the photo that I was paying attention for. The photo that I'm not paying attention for is that one. Also, it's 2:25 in the AM, and we've been going since about 6 PM, believe it or not. So what I'll do is I'll cut back home to a little roundup, if you will, or a mini review of the images that I've taken, and yeah, that'd be good. I mean, clearly nobody stands to benefit from me doing a mini review of these photos. They're even worse than I thought they'd be. Anyway, thank you for watching. The real tragedy of this is that it didn't end there. I attempted to carry this on in the airport the next day, and that didn't go well either.